Lewisham is perfect for the Borough of Literature because I think it's so rich in untold stories in so many different tongues and in so many different forms, whether it be, creative fiction or slam poetry or film scripts or song lyrics. Words, the power of words is just found on kind of at the tip of everyone's tongue.
Yes, boss. Wagwan. Not salam. Napambe. Bom dia. Yasu. Afiyetolsun. Hola. Ciao. Cheers. Have a good day, mate.
The Borough of Literature is a campaign that we're putting together to make Lewisham the UK's first Borough of Literature.
We would love to be the home and hub of literature in London, absolutely, and really put Lewisham on the map for that.
For me, as a writer, as an author, I am both deeply part of the community, but also I am the sum of my community, and I think being able to both contribute and take part in activities that kind of feed in a way that goes back and forth could be really special.
We've had several meetings just as an advisory group, and these have sat alongside the public meetings that have been with the community, so fair, open public meetings for anyone to join. So in those meetings we'll be looking at research, data, and also giving our expertise, which in some cases is just lived experience of living in the borough, but also trying to take on board the views that have come up in the public meetings, the data, and processing that to try and get some kind of plan of action ahead of the bid being submitted.
Being the son of refugees from kind of Vietnam and Cambodia, the stories that I used to hear growing up around the dinner table mirror the stories I know everyone on the street here in Lewisham have as well and have grown up with. So I just think it's a borough with so much potential. And we just need to give platform to those untold stories.
I think growing up in Lewisham and still being here, it's a place where there's just this real plethora of cultures and people, and as a result stories as well. And I think it would just be great for people to have the space to be able to tell their stories, for it to not just feel like it's tied directly to literature or the written word, but just storytelling in general.
The word literature, yeah, I think it is quite a big word, and it's quite a sort of academic word, but it is just real life.
And I think it being in Lewisham would ensure that the children who are somewhat disadvantaged and underprivileged, and literacy is so important for them to get to the right places in their life, and without that they are going to be disadvantaged and they are going to be in poverty, and we have millions of children in poverty, not only in Lewisham but the UK. So encouraging them to gain knowledge, critical thinking skills and curiosity, it would just be an amazing thing to start with Lewisham. And Lewisham also sometimes is not always on the news about the greatest things, so I think this would be lovely for Lewisham to have.
Creative pursuits can make your life better, whether you're paid for them or not. And yeah, it can make your outcomes, your educational outcomes, your health outcomes higher, but it can also help you weather struggles, find joy, find community, and all those things that, that we need increasingly.
So I'm from Lewisham, born and raised, and I just think there's so much creativity in Lewisham that we know of, and then so much that is untapped as well, and it's just aching to be discovered. Whether or not they realise it yet is different, but I think if we were to create a series of events, then something really amazing could happen. And I think sort of creating things that speaks to all the different people, languages, foods, different ways that we interact with each other.
I suppose my perfect Borough of Literature vision would be that we've really opened up access to literature, and that people feel like they can tell their stories and they have ways of telling their stories, and that it doesn't have to be just a published book.